What's up, y'all? This is my morning. It's actually my afternoon because I was really tired today and laid in bed for a lot of the day. I actually dropped off my son, and when I got home, I was just feeling tired, and honestly, I was feeling quite melancholy because I listened to the radio this morning and this song came on that triggered a lot of emotional response in me. And this is actually why I don't really listen to the radio anymore, because I never know what song's gonna come on. And I have some songs that are very deeply attached in my subconscious to some stuff that I went through in life that was really uncomfortable. And so when one of those comes on the radio, I am then essentially trapped, right? So I'm trapped because, first off, I didn't choose to hear this song other than listening to the radio. You're kind of playing Russian roulette in some ways with your emotions if you have songs that are going to bring you back to a period in your life that was either rather difficult or uncomfortable, or you lost somebody, or whatever it is. Oh, I'm in the shadow. Let's see if we can get rid of the shadow. That's not the place. Anyway, I just have to deal with my shadow. So yeah, I mean, I just basically, let's see if we can do this. There we go. So I just basically was brought back to a situation that I still have a lot of emotion around. And because I still have a lot of emotion around it, that song just really triggered me. And so much so that I came home and was feeling really melancholy. And instead of staying awake, which I have been doing each day, I've been really good. I've been getting up early in the morning. I've been meditating with my son for 5 minutes before we actually wake up. So I get out of my bed and he's sleeping on this bed on my floor because he likes to be in my room. He does have his own room and his own space, but he really just likes to sleep in here, which is awesome because I love having him near me. And then we wake up in the morning, and basically what I do is I get out of bed and I come down here and I sit on my yoga mat, which is where I am right now. And by sitting on my yoga mat, I face him and he faces the wall, and then we sit and we meditate for 5 minutes. And what that does is that allows me to come up and out of sleep state. I know for many people who deal with depression and or any kind of mood stuff, coming out of sleep state is difficult. I can tell you, for me, coming out of sleep state has been the most difficult time of the day ever in my life, all the time. And especially when I have been in a depressive cycle, coming out of sleep is really difficult because basically what happens for me is I've been in this sleep state. It's kind of a free world. My energy is free. And whatever I've been dreaming about, hopefully nothing that was too dark or uncomfortable, I'm no longer there. And it's kind of a hard reentry. So that's the deal, right? It's a really hard reentry, and I'm dealing with whatever emotions were happening when I was sleeping, and or whatever emotions I have about coming back to the world, especially in the depressive cycle, because at many times in my life I've been suicidal. So coming back was like, oh fuck, I'm here again. And that just really felt uncomfortable and horrible. And so my morning would spin that way. Now, I'm not there anymore, and that's great. I feel great about it. And this is part of the practice that keeps me from spinning out. So yeah, we get up 5 minutes before we're supposed to get up, and we sit and we meditate for those 5 minutes. And basically, that's just coming back into our bodies. It's filling our bodies with breath. It's really creating the environment that sets you up for a good day. And you're not thinking about anything. You're really kind of just still asleep. You're right in between. And that's such a beautiful space to be able to inhabit and be aware that you're inhabiting, because you can fill it with the energy that you want to fill it with. And, I won't say that that changes the day, because I did that this morning and I got triggered and had a very melancholy morning, and I was so tired that I just went back to sleep. But what I did do when I came home after that was the song I heard on the radio. I actually played it like 3 more times, and I wouldn't suggest that for most people because you're triggering yourself over and over. I kind of had to do it to trigger myself to get the feelings out so I could cry them out. But there's definitely some residual left. I can feel it. And yeah, so I'm not going to listen to the radio anymore because I can't do it. There are songs that also create good feelings. So I'll mention that. But if you have attachments to songs that create feelings in you that are uncomfortable or are attached to, somebody you loved, or, somebody you lost, or a time when you were feeling really depressed, radio's probably not the best place for you to go. And, I'm fortunate enough that at this point I'm strong enough to pull myself out of it. And, I did go back to sleep and allowed myself to have, I think it was like an hour of a nap. And that was, I was up online last night working really late, working on this whole program that I'm putting together for you guys and for a lot of people in the world who deal with depression on a regular basis. I gotta switch arms because that one hurts. Let's see if we can do this. There we go. My messy desk. So yeah, I was up really late, and then we have really early getting up for school. So I had to go back to sleep just to get some rest for today. Now, when I woke up from this nap, I was really like uncomfortable. And because I had gone from that melancholy feeling just right into going into the nap and then right into waking up. And so I didn't feel like doing anything. I didn't even feel like getting out of bed. Like really, I was just kind of like, ugh. And my son has a party today, and I was thinking, God, what if I cancel? What if I just call and cancel? Whoa, I don't want to do it. So what I decided to do, because the old me, the past me would have called and canceled and given myself the right to just be sitting there in that feeling. And that's not, excuse me, I haven't eaten yet today. Can you tell? That's just not what I am allowing myself to do anymore. And at the time that I was doing that, let me just say this, because any of you who are listening to me who are dealing with depression, I'm not trying to say that you're allowing yourself to stay in that state. Because if you're already in that state, it's really difficult to get out. I'm speaking from a place where I'm out of that state. And because I'm out of that state, I have to constantly disallow any behaviors that would lead me back there, because it's a very, very slippery slope. And it's hard. It's hard to stay out of those places, especially when you're fresh. I'm not so fresh out, but pretty fresh comparatively. I'll talk to you in 3 years from now when I haven't had a depression for 3 years, but 6 months to a year of not being suicidal is pretty fresh. And so for me, I just have to make sure that I don't allow any of the behaviors, any of the actions that are gonna even potentially lead me in that direction. So this brings me to why I'm making this video for you guys. I am sitting on my yoga mat right now. I have no desire to do this at all. I don't want to be sitting on my yoga mat right now. I don't want to do yoga. I have to get ready. I have to get out of here. I only have 15 minutes before I have to get in the shower. And guess what I'm doing? I'm doing it. I'm actually forcing myself to do the thing that I know is healthy for me, even though I don't want to. And, oh, my battery's going. And I just wanted to share this with you because that's part of the process, you guys. Like, it's a huge part of the process. To dig yourself out of that fucking depressive hole is huge. And to do it, you have to do shit you don't want to do. And that's just the way that it is. Because, you know, even though you can get ketamine treatments, even though you can get on meds that make you feel better, you really have to rewrite what you've been doing. And that looks like some yoga for me. And it looks like deep meditation for me. And it looks like taking my kid to the birthday party that I didn't want to take him to. It looks like making sure I don't listen to the radio and get triggered, because that's not cool. And really just, you know, working hard to recognize the things that we did do or do and think about, okay, what's the opposite of what I would normally do right now? And then kind of look at that as the option, because I'm telling you, when it comes to depression and beating depression, uncomfortable is the new comfortable, because comfortable did not lead you in the right direction. So yeah, that's just my note for you guys this morning. I'm going to get off here because I need to get this yoga session out of the way. And honestly, when I say yoga, I'm literally just sitting on my mat, stretching and breathing. Like, I'm not like doing the bendy yoga girl stuff. I'm like putting my, like, look here, see, you know, like just stretching like this, you know, and just breathing with it and making that be enough, and doing that for 15 minutes. There are a lot of really easy, low impact, I guess you could look it up as yoga, or you could look it up as stretching on YouTube. I could probably find some to post down below in my video. And then, you know, you can find routines on, if you look it up on Google, and it's really just stuff that is super simple. And all you're doing is moving the energy through your body, okay? You're moving all of that stagnancy out of your body, and you're lubricating your joints so that your body actually feels good, because I live with a lot of pain in my body. And I also, you know, you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, that I deal with chronic fatigue. I actually haven't been chronically fatigued since I started this practice. Do I get tired? Yes, of course. I am an American, and we are just a tired race of people. This country breeds exhaustion, unfortunately for all of us. But yeah, I don't deal with the chronic fatigue as much when I'm doing all of this yoga stretching, and I can feel that, you know, energy that might get stagnant and would potentially have been translated as depression or sadness or anything like that. I can feel it moving through me, so it gives me space in myself in order to create the changes and make the choices that I need to make in order to not slide back into depression. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted to show you, look, I'm doing a thing. I'm doing a thing that I don't want to do. Like, yeah, no thanks. But I'm doing it anyway because I know that it's really fucking good for me. And so I just want to inspire you guys to do something that you don't want to do that's really fucking good for you, and start down that path, because that's the only way out. That's it. It's the only way out. You've got to change what you're doing, as hard as it is, because it's really fucking hard. And that's okay too, because it's really fucking hard. But if you are making the choice to move away from depression and handle things in a different way, you got to do the things that you don't want to do. And it's going to be uncomfortable, and you're going to look like me. I just woke up, you know, no makeup and whatever. I'm just sitting here. And yeah, I'm just here to support you. So get up, do something that you know is healthy for you, that you wouldn't normally do, and do that every day. I'm doing this every day for 40 days. Every day for 40 days. to create a new habit in my body. And I'll tell you something. My body is weak right now. It hurts, some of it, to do this stuff. But really, because it's so low impact and gentle, after I do this, the pain that I feel in my body is so much less. It's great. And then the morning meditation is awesome. And then I also do, today I won't be able to do this, but I also do like a 45-minute sitting meditation after my yoga. And yesterday was amazing. I just dropped in. It was so much easier than it has been in the past, and it just feels good. So it feels good to get silent in the mind, in order to take over everything that I do always think. And yeah, so anyway, if I can do it, you can do it. Leave me comments down below. Let me know if you like this video. And I'm so glad that you guys are on this journey with me. And I am here to raise you up and love you. And just thanks for watching. All right.